Well, as we talked yesterday about coming back with a victory and ending off the series right, you didn't get that today. The Blue Jays dropped the finale of the series 6-4 to the Washington Nationals there this afternoon. And for the second start in a row and second start as a Toronto Blue Jay, Hyun-Jin Ryu has just not been very good. He was not very good against Tampa Bay Rays, and we gave him the excuse, it's his first start as a Blue Jay, and it's his first start with the new pitching staff and the pitching coach and whatnot. I mean, he was with the Dodgers' entire career, so I get it. This start, I understand it's only his second start, I get that, but he was really bad today. He was really bad. He picks up the loss in the game today. He went 4 1/3, gave up 9 hits, 5 runs. All 5 were earned, walked a batter, and struck out 5. He just wasn't very pretty at all today. He wasn't throwing quality strikes, a lot over the middle of the plate, and he was just getting hammered around it just was not a good game for Ryu. Now, are we going to sit here and start yapping Shapiro and Atkins for signing the guy already? No, we're not at that point, all right? If he pitches this entire year like this, then yeah, there's an issue there. But even though it's only 60 games, it's still like, 10 starts, 10, 15 starts? If you have that many starts of that bad, that's like a third of your actual season, and it's just not very pretty if that's the case. For Ryu, he wasn't good. Flat out, plain and simple, was not very pretty. Now, there were some positives to take away from today's ball game. Bo Bichette was in the lineup today. That's great to see. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. with the RBI single in the first inning to actually give the Blue Jays the lead 1-0 at some point. But then the 2-run double from Kurt Suzuki and the 2-run shot from Michael A. Taylor, and just like in back-to-back innings, gives them a 4-1 lead in the top of the fourth. Not good at all. But then in the bottom of the fourth, Teoscar Hernandez crushes the ball to center field, and it's gone. And Hernandez continues to hit the ball extremely well. His second hit of the ball game, he actually had a single already in this game, and his third home run of the year. Now it's a 4-2 ball game. It's only the fourth inning, still lots of baseball to play. Problem, next half inning, Ryu back out there. Back-to-back doubles to Castro and Cabrera. And just like that, they add that run right back on. It is now a 5-2 game, and Ryu gets the boot. And that's the end of his night. Not a good performance at all from Hyun-Jin Ryu, as we mentioned. We go to the bottom of the seventh inning. Cavan Biggio comes up and gets a wall scraper, 3-1 pitch right to right center field, and it's gone for his second home run of the year. Only his second hit of the series. He had, or I guess the 4 games set, if you want to look at it that way. And just not a very pretty series all around for Cavan Biggio offensively. And if you're getting no production from your number 2 hole, that's tough to win a ball game like that. And, hey, they get the 1 run. It's now a 2-run ball game yet again. What can you get but in the next half inning yet again? Every time the Blue Jays answer with something, they counter with it. And Trey Turner to sacrifice flies. Wilmer Font loads the bases. Waguespack gives up the sack fly. And that's they add another run. It is now a 6-3 ball game. There we go. I was trying to do some math there. And then we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and Teoscar Hernandez comes up yet again and absolutely plasters a ball over to left center field, and it's gone for his 4th home run of the year, his second multi-homer game. He's got 3 hits in the game. What is up with Teoscar Hernandez early this year? Make it a 6-4 game. That's the final. Now, let's get to some positives, because you have to try and take positives out of a loss. I know, guys, it's only a 60-game schedule, and there's moral victories suck, but there are some to take from this game. First off, Bo Bichette back in the lineup and making an impact. 2 for 5 in the game with a run scored. He did have a chance, actually, in the bottom of the 4th inning, or was it the 5th inning? I don't know. I think it was the 4th inning where Hernandez hit the home run. Yeah, it was bottom of the 4th, I think it was, where they had runners at second and third, 2 out. A base hit will tie the game, and Bichette gets out to end that inning. And that's unfortunate, but overall he does go 2 for 5 in the game with a run scored. Biggio 1 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. with a great game, 3 for 4 in the ball game with an RBI. Great job. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr., guys, is really struggling here to start the season. 0 for 4 yet again, and he's now hitting 172 on the year. Not a very pretty start to the season for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Rowdy Tellez 1 for 4. And like I said, Teoscar Hernandez, the total opposite start from guys like Biggio and Vladdy Jr. 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, 2 homers, 2 RBIs in the game for Teoscar, and what a start to his year he's had. He's hitting .321 in the year with a .355 OBP. He's had a great start to his season. Now, Can this continue? We're going to have to wait and see because we're all not too sure about Teoscar Hernandez. We've seen some good, we've seen some bad. This is very good from him, but is it going to revert back to the bad? We're going to have to wait and see day by day with Teoscar Hernandez. Joe Panik 1 for 3 in the ballgame, but that was it for the offense. It was bunched up really between 3 guys, Hernandez, Gurriel, and Bichette. That right there is 8 of the 11 hits for the Blue Jays, so not very... it wasn't very spread out too much there. Now, we talked about Ryu's bad outing, but a guy to continue to keep an eye on, Thomas Hatch. I mean, in his first outing, he went, I think it was 2 1/3 of shutout ball. Looked great to start that game against Tampa Bay Rays. He went 2 2/3 today, gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, and another strikeout, no runs given up. Thomas Hatch, in his very, very young career in the big leagues, has looked very, very good. Now, guys, tell me if I'm wrong. I mean, it was either... The Thomas Hatch trade last year was either Daniel Hudson to the Nationals or I think it was David Phelps to the Cubs. I think that was the deal, the David Phelps to the Cubs, that we got Thomas Hatch. So, ladies and gentlemen, I understand you want to get mad at Shapiro and Atkins for everything because that's just the way this fan base loves to work because of Anthopoulos. Do you guys also know, for people who don't watch the games and everything, the people that hate it, they hate Shapiro and Atkins, do you recall that us letting Edwin walk gave us the compensation pick for yesterday's starter, Nate Pearson? So if you kept Edwin, kept the old vet bat, you would not have got Nate Pearson. Enough said. And Wilmer Font went out there, like I said, he went in the third of an inning, gave up 3 straight singles, got the first guy out, but then went 3 straight singles, and then Waguespack came in, and like I said, allowed the sac fly, but overall in his inning in 2/3, didn't allow a hit, didn't walk a batter, and struck out 2. So Waguespack's had a pretty good start to his season, as well as quite a few of the guys in the bullpen for the Jays. Now, with the game now talked about, and now we can kind of move on to some more news, because a lot of things have dropped. So initially, the Blue Jays game tomorrow against Philly was supposed to be happening. It was supposed to be a 3-game set, Friday, Saturday, Sunday against Philly. Well, I think it was yesterday we found out, or was it the day before we found out? Nonetheless, Friday's game was canceled, or I guess postponed, and we were supposed to have a doubleheader Saturday, and then the single game to end the finale, end the series on the Sunday. That was initially what it was supposed to be. But now that we hear that 2 more positive cases in the organization for the Phillies, not players, but personnel, they tested positive. So the Blue Jays series all weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all games have been postponed for the Toronto Blue Jays. We don't know when those games will be made up. So bottom line, the next game, as of right now, scheduled for the Toronto Blue Jays, they weren't supposed to play Monday either. So the next game is in Atlanta taking on the Braves. All right, it's supposed to be a 7:10 first pitch there in Atlanta. They're 3-3 right now, so we'll have to see how that plays out. We'll preview the series as it is for right now. Okay, Tanner Roark and Max Fried. I think it's Fried. It looks like Fried. So there's the first game, 7:10 first pitch there in game 1. Nate Pearson versus Sean Newcomb. Very, very good pitching matchup there to start for that game as well. Nate Pearson going up against a very good pitcher in Sean Newcomb. And then it's a 3-gamer. It's a 3-gamer, and in the finale, it's supposed to be Ryu. But again, with that no series against the Phillies, I don't know. That's probably not going to happen. So it might get backed up. You might see Pearson and Ryu against the Red Sox in that upcoming series. You'll probably see Shoemaker in that game against the Braves. You'll probably see him trying to go through here. Who else was it? They did a bullpen day in one of those days, so I'm curious kind of what they're going to do there. And my Wi-Fi is acting up, so I can't see. There we are. So it says Thomas Hatch is the starter on Saturday, and then Trent Thornton on the Sunday against the Red Sox. All that could be moved up to the series against Atlanta, kind of flip the 2 series I just mentioned. So it's good. It's all over the place right now with the MLB, with the whole Joe Kelly situation, because we all know what happened there. I talked about that again in yesterday's video. And with the scheduling for the Blue Jays, it's all over the place. But all we know for sure right this second is that there is no series this weekend for the Toronto Blue Jays as of right now against the Phillies that is postponed. Tuesday, the Blue Jays resume 7:10 first pitch in Atlanta. That's what we know for sure. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and did not enjoy the game today, except for a few of the home runs and a couple good pitching outings, smack the like button. Do appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the game. what your thoughts on Ryu so far early in the year? Do you look anything into the first 2 starts or just be like, he's rusty to start. Let's just wait on him a little bit. That's kind of where I'm sitting right now. It sucks to watch him stink the way he is right now. Excuse me. But I have faith because he has done it so much before that he knows what he needs to do. All right, that's my personal opinion on that. So comment down below everything towards this team. Let me know, guys, what you think about the team, the roster, the goods, the bad, the uglies, all this great stuff, or bad stuff and good stuff from the Toronto Blue Jays right now. Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM to all that great stuff. Also, the Instagram link is down in the description. So if you're interested in following up that, the link is down below. And I will talk to you guys Leafs and Raptors edition. I was going to do it today for those 2 teams, but since there's no Blue Jay game tomorrow, I'll give you guys the 2 videos tomorrow for the Leafs and Raptors, previewing the season for the Raptors, the final 8 games of that year, and the qualifying round for the Leafs and Blue Jackets. We'll talk about that tomorrow as we preview some crazy things that'll be happening in Toronto sports very, very soon. And as for the Blue Jays, like we talked about, as of right now, I'll talk to you guys on Tuesday night as the Blue Jays are in Atlanta, taking on the Braves. We have no idea who's starting for the Blue Jays then, so we'll have to wait and see. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys then.